Happy Thanksgiving. Today is Thanksgiving. We are not going to be celebrating until Sunday due to work schedules. So once I knew what I was going to be making, I just broke it down day by day as to what I needed to do. So here's what you're going to be seeing today. I'm going to be making the pie crust and brining the turkey. I will also dice up the onion and the celery for the stuffing casserole. I'm also waiting on a grocery order that won't be coming until tomorrow morning. So there are other things I could have done today, but due to that grocery order, this is all I can do today. I have a butterball turkey this year, and this turkey is 18.79 pounds. I'm going to be brining it. Here are the supplies I'm going to need for brining. For opening the turkey, I'm going to keep it in this stainless steel bowl here to catch any of the drips so it doesn't make a mess all over my counter and run down. You know how that gets. And then I do have a food safe 5-gallon pail, and this is what I'm going to use for brining. We get these pails from a food company. They buy their sugar solution in these 5-gallon pails. So that's what I'm going to be using. Before opening the turkey, I'm going to get a quart of water boiling. And that is going to be for dissolving all of the rest of the brine ingredients. Here are the directions for roasting. I'm going to keep that so I know how many minutes per pound. And even though I've had this turkey thawing, I had it on my counter for like a full day, morning until I went to bed. And I mean, at that point, it was still completely frozen. And then I put it in the refrigerator. I see there is still ice. It's like crumbly ice, but it's still icy. So this is a good thing. The brining is actually going to help it to continue to thaw. Oh, yes. This was supposed to be much more thawed by this point. Whenever they say thaw a turkey in the fridge for 4 days, that is a complete lie, I have found, because I mean, unless your turkey is a couple of pounds, it never thaws that fast. I may have to come back. I may have to move on to something else and let this thaw a little bit more because I want to pull all the insides out. Oh, it's coming, but it's still kind of icy. Okay, maybe. There we go. I guess I got it. All right, so I have the neck here. Just setting that in the sink for right now. Everything else in here looks really good. It looks quite clean. Now we're going to turn this baby around. And from the neck end, we're going to unfold this big flap of skin here from the neck end, and we're going to reach in and pull out. There's me a nice little like parchment paper package here. And what all do we have in here? We should have the crop. It looks like some of the pieces must have fallen out of this little paper. All right, I'm just gonna set this aside because I cannot get my hand in there. It's still frozen. Let's get going on the brine. That's okay. For the brine, I'm gonna get out some honey, salt, some garlic powder. I have white pepper and Worcestershire sauce. Get that shook up. Okay, my water has come to a boil. Turned off the heat. I'm gonna add in some honey, a good amount of pepper, a very good amount of salt, some garlic powder, and Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to add the rest of what was in this bottle. It was probably less than a quarter cup, more than 2 tablespoons. So I guess probably about 3 tablespoons. I'm just stirring this up. This actually is going to work out well because I do want this to cool. Another thing that I have to do that I had forgotten to put on my list is to feed my sourdough. I had my sourdough in the refrigerator for months. Some of you know our oldest daughter has started a sourdough baking business, and so when I want sourdough, I just get it from her now. But I wanted to resurrect mine because for our Thanksgiving dinner, I'd like to make that sourdough light. That is that bread. It was a recipe from Molly. That was a recipe from like her dad, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I've been trying to get this resurrecting. So yesterday I brought it out. I took out 4 ounces. This was just according to Emily. This is what she told me to do. Take out 4 ounces from what was in the fridge, put it in a clean mason jar, and then add 4 ounces flour, 4 ounces water, stir really well, and then let it do its thing. I did that yesterday morning. Last night, it hadn't really done much. I mean, there might have been, you can see a few bubbles. Do you see that down low, like in the bottom inch? There are some bubbles. It had done a little less than that yesterday. So I took out everything but 4 ounces, put it back into the fridge in my other container, and I did it again. So I took that 4 ounces that I had left in here, and I added 4 ounces flour, 4 ounces water, and this is what it did overnight. It didn't do much, but there are some bubbles, so I'm going to do that again. I'm going to take out my starter, and I'm going to refeed it and see if I can get it bubbly. I mean, what I really want, I want it to grow all the way to the top. That's what I want. I want it to grow all the way to the top, and so I want to get this activated and, like workable again. I probably could use it just like this because, I mean, it is somewhat bubbly, but not as bubbly as I want it.
Like the air was squeezing then. Here.
It's getting there.
I think it's this thing.
All right, and my kitchen should be warm today. I'm talking to my camera. My kitchen should be warm today just because of everything that's going to be going on. Well, actually, am I baking anything today? No, I'm not.
But I can.
Peter's going to bake for me? Okay. So anyway, it should be fairly warm-ish in here today, though. Once again, Jackery has been so gracious to allow me to bring their product to you through my YouTube channel. We have been absolutely loving Jackery. I told this story so long ago in my very first video when I worked with them.
We got a little heat until we get the wood burner in. Obviously with this weather, I have to get this place insulated because it is cold in here, but it's kind of fun too.
They had approached me. I didn't really even understand the need or the use of the product. And so I was just like, no, not interested. And then Warren calls me into his office the one day and was like, I was thinking of getting something like this for the ice house, which is this cabin that I'm standing in right now. And I was like, what? That's the company that had reached out to me. I didn't even understand what the product was. It was Warren who said, yes, you need to work with that brand, that company, because I have been researching their product and it is one of the best out there. I am just so happy to bring to you again the Jackery. This is the 3600 plus home power unit, and it just does so many wonders. I mean, one of my favorite things is that it's quiet power. I cannot stress that enough. That is just, I mean, we are down here in the ice house and that's the vibe. I mean, it's off-grid. We want it to be a quiet place, and who wants to have a gas generator, cranking away in the background, especially when you already have like power tools sometimes. And I mean, he even was able to use the Jackery to power up a concrete mixer. So it has just been such a game changer down here. And we even use the Explorer version. Way up there I can't point. The Explorer version is way up there.
I can point.
You can point?
It's up there, powering all the lights right now. I love it.
It's just light enough and small enough that you can take it wherever you want. You can power up just like small things, lights, power up a computer. You can charge up a phone, charge up rechargeable batteries. Warren has this really great flashlight right here. He has this really great flashlight. It's rechargeable, and he can charge that up using the small Jackery. Of course, the 3600 Plus does it as well, but we are so tickled. It's cold, you guys. In here right now, it's under 20. It's like 16 degrees. So my nose is dripping. I'm sorry about that. The little
burner's gonna go in soon.
Yes, it is gonna go in soon. But in the meantime, in order for him to get work done and stuff down here, we have the little heater, so he can just angle that heater whichever direction, wherever he's working, and that kind of keeps him warm. But let me give you some more details about the Jackery here. I was pleasantly surprised by the ease of setup. It took just a couple of minutes to read over the directions, grab the cord, get it plugged into the right ports, and get it charging. The Home Power 3600 Plus is a home backup system and a portable power station. And it gives you 3600 watt hour capacity, expandable batteries, a 30 ARV port, fast charging from AC or solar panels, and an easy to understand display. Gone are the days of having to run 100 yards or more of extension cords. Warren can just pick up the Jackery and he has the power right where he needs it. That has been a game changer, I tell you, a game changer. Requiring 250 watts of power, the Jackery Home Power 3600 Plus is plenty of power to power up even our meat grinder. With the winter storms upon us, we won't miss a beat because we have our Jackeries charged and ready to go at all times. So if you've got a cabin project, a farm, or you just simply want backup power for your home, the Jackery Home Power 3600 Plus is honestly worth looking at. Jackery has their biggest sales of the year going on right now, so if you've been thinking about getting one, this is a great time to do so. Please click the first link in the description box below. That'll take you over to their website where you can find even more features, read more about it, and get peace of mind knowing that you are prepared with portable power for whatever life brings. Thanks so much to Jackery for sponsoring today's video. Next up on my list is to make the pie crust, and so I'm just waiting for that turkey to thaw a little bit more before I get back to that. So pie crust it is. So this is for the best ever pie crust.
Yeah.
You take 5 tablespoons of water. 5 tablespoons of water is equal to 1/3 of a cup, so nice and cold water. A tablespoon of vinegar and 1 egg. Oh my gosh, you guys, I totally did that wrong. All right, don't do what I just did. Everything, all these liquid ingredients just need to go into a little cup. I'll whisk up that egg in just a second. In here, you want to put the dry ingredients and the lard so that you can mix it with the KitchenAid and mix it into crumbs. 3 cups of flour. 1, 2.
When is the Christmas tree walk?
It starts December 6th, I believe.
Oh.
I'll just kind of mix this around, mix these dry ingredients around a little bit. And then 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of lard. And then we'll go over to the KitchenAid and mix this until it comes to coarse crumbs. Once it has come to coarse crumbs, then just slowly trickle in your egg water vinegar mixture. And it will gradually kind of come into a ball, or a ball-ish. There we go, that looks good.
That was so funny. It's just like...
What I'm going to do here is just divide this into 4 equal parts. Yes, I have a pastry cutter. No, I do not want to get it dirty. Since it is Thanksgiving, I do think I'm going to make a pumpkin pie, just for fun. So I'm going to put this pie crust right there. And these 3 here, 2 of them will be for my cranberry pear pie that I will be making on Saturday.
You're making 2?
Pardon me?
You're making 2?
2 what?
Cranberry pear pie.
No, only 1 cranberry pear pie, Maria.
Why do you need 2 of them?
Well, because remember it has a top and a bottom crust.
Oh, right.
And then this last crust here, I'm going to wrap in saran wrap, put it in the freezer, and this is good for up to like 3 months in the freezer. You just bring it out, thaw it, and you can quickly make another pie.
It's not sizzling.
No, it's not hot enough yet.
Maybe even smaller.
Maybe even smaller.
They were smaller than like doll Legos.
Mm-hmm. Double wrapped in saran wrap into the freezer.
Is it normally on?
I think it's on all the channels as far as I understand.
Macy's Safe Red.
Alrighty, we are getting back to brining of the turkey. There we go. And now I'm going to add water. And I'm going to add 3, 4, 5 quarts of water. I guess whatever it takes to get this, to get my turkey submerged in all of the brine. Is that you're both going to want the mass. All right, that's my timer for the pumpkin pie for the first 15 minutes at 425. Now I'm going to cancel that out and bake at 350 for another 40 minutes. I've got the turkey here. It has been dripping and dripping. I also pulled a few feathers that were up on the wings. Sometimes some feathers get left behind. You want to pull those off. And it's almost submerged.
Never two of the donuts to play with. Alex. Get together and put the dog over then like a 160 or something.
Honestly, 160 target.
Yesterday I mentioned to you that some of the things that I want to get done today required a short little grocery haul.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning everybody. So I just had a Walmart delivery. Our chickens, they're not laying eggs right now. So lots and lots of eggs we've been going through. I got the bread cubes here for making stuffing. I had run out of flour as well as sugar, so picked up those things. I did pick up some of these turkey gravy packets. It really just depends if I use these or not based on like what I have for drippings of the turkey. I did do some heavy whipping cream, and this would be if I'd like to make, we do have a little bit of Cool Whip, but I might just do, you know, whipped cream. If you have never whipped cream to put on a pie and not added any sugar or any maple syrup or any honey or anything, you've got to try it. It is so delicious. Just whipped cream with no added sugar on top of a pie. So, so good. Some minute tapioca, because I'm pretty sure my pear cranberry pie takes tapioca, and I had used it all up last time I was baking. 4 big sweet potatoes, some celery. This isn't really the celery I ordered. I like this. Celery hearts. That's not what I ordered, but anyway, that's what I got. And then some pears, for the cranberry pear pie. We also, at least I have, and I know Peter and both Maria will like this, and it keeps people from drinking too much. If I were to just buy like Pepsi or Mountain Dew or root beer, what happens is it just goes like that. So I buy things that I guess I like is better for you, and it doesn't go as fast. So anyway, I got 5 40 cans here of Spindrift. If you have never tried this, it is so delicious. I especially love this one, the Mojito lime and mint in it. I really, really love that. I've never had the pineapple, so we're giving that a try. This is also very good too, the blood orange and tangerine, and I really like the raspberry lime. So anyway, and I don't think I've ever had lemon either. Maybe I have, can't remember. That is the whole little mini grocery haul to get started on today's cooking. First thing that I'm doing here today is taking care of the sweet potatoes. So I have 4 sweet potatoes here. I just scrubbed them, and I'm going to prick them with this knife kind of all around. Off camera, I'm making muffins. The hunters are going to be in at about 10:15. It's 9:30 right now, and I thought I would have some muffins because I'm trying to use things up in the freezer. I don't even know which ones I poked here now. Did I poke this one? I guess it can't hurt to poke them again. I'm trying to get things used up in the freezer, and so last night I brought up a package of zucchini, and I'm making zucchini chocolate chip muffins yet again. Not right now, Joe. I have those in the oven, and as soon as those come out, what I'll do, I'm just going to be pricking these to death, I guess, while I talk. What I'll do is set it to 400 degrees. And these are going to roast for 45 to 60 minutes. This one is going to have to go the whole 60 minutes. It's huge. These 2 are my smallest ones, so I'll have to check these at 45. Just in case these, you know, kind of spit a little bit as they're baking. Putting them on a cookie sheet lined with foil for easy cleanup. 1 cup of butter is melting right now for my grandma's celery dressing, and there's the recipe. This is absolutely a favorite of mine. I don't make it very often. It is in cookbook number 2. For a number of years now, I have not made the stuffing for
Just giving.
for it, right, Joe, for Thanksgiving. So
Mr. Dubois.
I haven't made it very often.
Okay.
It's also very, very good to make the stuffing. Pressure cook wild turkey till it's very, very soft. Shred it, and then put a layer of the stuffing in a casserole pan, and then a layer of turkey, and then some more stuffing over the top. And then, I mean, you can do different, usually that's all I do, is that's it. And then bake it basically until it gets all warm and everything, and like kind of the stuffing's a little bit crunchy around the edge. That's a really good way to make wild turkey, because the butter from the stuffing or from the dressing, it kind of soaks into the turkey. Really, it's really, really good.
Hey, let's move.
What happened? You can't get all the glasses back in the cupboard?
No.
Okay, let's see. Here. Well, here's the problem. These need to be stacked. Now, if my grandma was doing this, she would put the onions in first and then cook those for like 5 minutes and then add the celery. Guess what? I don't do it like that. I usually just put everything in. My intention is always to put the onions in first, but then I usually cut them up ahead of time and I put them in the same container, and that's what I do. And it still works. Let's get these sweet potatoes in. This burner is on low. I'm just kind of cooking everything down here. I brought up some turkey broth that I had made another year. Just kind of shook that up so it's ready to go. What else do I need? I need to get out the salt and the pepper. I'm going to use just in the can pepper. Some poultry seasoning, a little bit of basil, sage, and just a sprinkle of thyme. Now, I should just let you know that this is for unseasoned bread cubes. This, you know, you're making your own seasoning. So a tablespoon of salt, which I'm actually going to go a little less just to be on the safe side. We can always salt it later because my butter is salted, and this turkey stock was like seasoned. Lightly, but still seasoned. One thing we are not going to go light on is pepper. So let's do a whole teaspoon of pepper. And then we need another tablespoon total of just kind of a mixture here. So this is what my grandma would do. She'd put mostly poultry seasoning in here, in this tablespoon. So mostly that. Then fill it up with some more sage, because sage is amazing. And then a pinch. I've said this many, many times. We are not huge fans of thyme, so that was just a pinch of thyme. Oh, I'm sorry, that was basil. Never. Okay, the wrong lid. What am I doing? Okay, that was a pinch of basil, and that's what you need. It says a speck of basil, and those are my grandma's words. A speck of basil. And I'm going to do the same with the thyme, just a speck. So a tablespoon there, add all of that. I'm going to stir that all around, and this will be the seasoning for 12 cups of bread cubes. Now I have an extra teaspoon of salt to work with, and I'll decide if it needs it in a little bit once I get things mixed up. 12 cups of bread cubes. You know, these are long, so I do a heaping cup. 6, 9, and then over here I'm going to put in the last 3 cups so they have time to kind of like soak up the butter. And we're going to give this time so that these can soak up all of the yummy butter. I turned off the heat. Like I said, this original recipe is from my grandma. And I think I write down over here, yes, I write in the notes, I omit everything to do with the giblets, giblets. An I after a G makes the G sound like J. However, I feel like my family always called them giblets. Okay. So what she would always do is she would pressure cook the giblets, and then she would grind those up with her meat grinder, and then add all of the liquid as well as the giblet meat. She would add that into the stuffing, and I know that's what made it taste absolutely amazing. I just don't do that. So what I do, I just use turkey stock, the best turkey stock that I have. And this is another thing. I always buy way too many. I always think 12 cups. Boy, that's a lot. 12 cups is a lot. And then I end up with a whole bag left over. They do keep for a long time though. You guys didn't see any deer?
No. I don't want too gross.
Oh.
It's all coming down. It's on the night. We're gonna have a little snack and then head back out right away.
I just took a little nibble of the stuffing here, one of the bread cubes, and it's definitely well seasoned. And yep, you can try one too. Hunters came in. What do you think, Maria?
Good.
This does not look like as much as I want. So since there's plenty of seasoning, and like I said, I have room to add like another teaspoon of salt, I'm going to add some more bread cubes to this. I have a little bit more turkey stock here, so I'm going to just keep doctoring this up until I use up all of that turkey stock, and just put in as much bread cubes as I can, because I really do want a little bit more than this.
Can we have one though?
A lot of deer.
You didn't find it?
Could I just ask Siri the one thing? Boiled and zesty.
George. When me and Mom visited the other day, he's
Plus he's smiling.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you can see it in his eyes.
Uh-huh. So cute. Yeah.
She loves it.
Okay.
Duck tastes the best when it doesn't taste like duck.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's really fun to shoot.
Pardon me?
I'm like really tempted to buy these from a hobby of mine. Yeah. Start collecting like the bookcase that was built in, and then like the ladder. Uncle Mike and them.
Well, I can still say good morning. It's 10:30. It's now Saturday. We are on day 3, right? Now today is kind of a bigger day. So first up, I did resurrect my sourdough. So of course I called Emily. I was like, what do I need to do? It's been in the fridge for months. So I've done a couple of, well, I like made a loaf of bread the other day to use up some of it. I've been kind of feeding and feeding and feeding it, and look at it, it looks wonderful. So I am going to do Molly's bread, or what we also call sourdough light. I'm only going to do 1 loaf. I know that we do have, let's see, our group is 19 people tomorrow. Yes, we are a group of 19. I'm only going to do 1 loaf though, because I'll cut them a little bit thicker and then cut them kind of in half. And I just feel like that's going to be enough. I just do. So 2/3 of a cup of active sourdough. It's not super active right now. It kind of rose and then it kind of fell already, but it's still good. Alrighty. We are supposed to wake up tomorrow morning with 6 to 10 inches of snow. Maria and and Joe, we just ran into town because she wanted to get fabric for a sewing project that she's working on. And I was like, you know what, we better go now before we get the brunt of the snow that's going to continue to come as the afternoon goes on. A half a cup of water. I will put this recipe in the description box below for you all, so that you can make this, because it really is a nice bread. Why do I keep looking at my list here? 2 teaspoons of oil. I use olive oil. Just, come on. 1, 2. Oh, somebody used that. That's all sticky. And 1 tablespoon of honey. That looked like a little more than a tablespoon. A half teaspoon of salt. This would also be the time you could put in Vital wheat gluten. I just don't use that. And I've always found my bread to turn out just fine. Just kind of loosen up the flour so you're scooping a nice loose cup. So 1 cup and 2 cups, and that's bread flour. And then we have 1.5 teaspoons. Let me just make sure. Yes, 1.5 teaspoons of yeast. Dough setting. Start. One thing has been done. While this thing cranks away, this is such a loud bread machine. You guys, if you happen to be new here, I had a bread machine that I've had for years and years and years and years, and it was on its last legs. I mean, the lid was broken, the paddle shaft was falling out, but it was still working. But I was like, you know, one of these days it really is gonna just not work at all. So when I was rummage sailing this summer, I found 2 of them, one on a free table and one for $1. And I got both of them. I gave one to my daughter, my oldest daughter, because she has a bread business and she wanted to have 2 bread machines for her yeast dough. Anyway, I kept this one because it was the louder one. She's got kids. Well, I've got kids too, but she's got 3 little kids. They make a lot of noise, right? And so I gave her the quieter one, and I kept this one, but man, this one just cranks away. It's so loud. Anyway, I'm just getting out the pie crust dough. I'm gonna let that sit on my counter while I do dishes. Oh man. In the background of this 3-day-long video, it is deer season still. And so we've had people coming in, going out, just schedules have been very different. Our eating schedule has been very, very different. Like lunch at 2:30 and supper at 7:30. Just very, very different. And anyway, with that, the dishes schedule has gotten very, very off. And when I say that, I mean basically Mom has been washing all the dishes. And I didn't do it last night because we ate late and then we were visiting. So I need to do dishes. I'm gonna get all these dishes done. That'll give me time for that pie crust to like come up to room temperature, so it's a little easier to roll. I'll see you when I get back to rolling crust. I have my bread pan sprayed here. It's been 1 hour and 30 minutes. The dough is all done. I keep this very simple. I just kind of stretch my dough a little bit and roll it up. Sometimes I put flour down, sometimes I don't. I didn't today. Sometimes I put oil. I really like to put oil down on my counter if I want a really smooth and kind of shiny crust. That works really great. Tuck in the ends, kind of wiggle it like you're trying to give it some tension. Put it in here. I'm going to actually flip it over so I have the oiled side up. I'm going to let this rise until it's double. All right, let's get the pie crust rolled out. I do like to roll out my pie crust, get the bottom crust in, roll out the top crust, and just have that kind of on deck waiting. And then I make the pie filling. For the cranberry pear pie, I need 5 cups of pears.
Add them, rotary lights,
Oh, sure.
and then take them back. There you go. The other one will be done here in a second, then I'll
Her, right?
He's got a super sniffer, but what was it?
It's good for your
And the one stuff I do next for gut health.
Maria made pies.
I don't know, but you need to sell. Hey, Brian. Hi. Sit down.
Through Christ our Lord, amen. Ooh, this was a little long.
Ooh, cookie.
Eat them up. They gotta go.
Stranger Things, it's like a neck.
It's just people. It's like a big thing.
Yeah. But so it's hard to find a good 5.5 inches. I kind of cheated. I'm not going anywhere, but I went 3/8 inch rebar, 18 inch on center.
Yeah.
Because that is my
About
rebar for the concrete.
I just took the bread out of the oven here. I am actually rubbing a little butter on the top. Not everybody in the household likes it like this because they want that crunchy, crunchy crust. But I just think it looks so pretty to have it shined up with the butter. It just kind of gives it a really pretty look and a nice soft crust. And I think it's going to hold up really, really well like that for tomorrow. So once this cools completely, I bought a big pile of these from Amazon, extra long bread bags, because a lot of times my homemade loaves do not fit into a gallon size bag. And so anyway, I got these. They're like food grade bread bags. And it's just a nice, easy way to store the bread. So I will do that for tomorrow. I just put the pie in, and last time I did the cranberry pear pie, I did keep it at the 425 degrees the whole time. That was just too much. So I turned it to 375, set it for 45, and I'm going to check it at 45, and we'll see if it needs to be foiled on the top at all. If it's, you know, in case it's getting too brown, I'll just pay attention. Oh, the house has gotten really quiet again. We've got some, the hunters that were in for a little while for lunch have gone back out hunting, and the snow is picking up. Anyway, the cranberry pear pie has come out of the oven. So this was 45 minutes at 375. It looks really, really good. It's bubbling nicely here. It looks yummy, yummy, yummy. This is going to just have to cool, and then I will keep that chilled until tomorrow. Got the lights kind of down. It's snowing, so the light coming in, it's got a little bit of that blue tint. Oh, it's just cozy in here right now. What? I'm thinking through the turkey, and I may actually not roast the turkey till tomorrow and actually roast it in my big roaster rather than do it in the oven. I think that that would probably make a lot of sense, and it would keep the oven freed up. It also, if I cook it today, I'll have to like chill it, and then I'm going to have to bring it all back up to temperature just tomorrow. So I'm kind of thinking I'm just going to do it tomorrow. Good morning. We are in the time crunch here because we have to get to church, and I am trying to get this turkey in so that it's actually ready by lunchtime. Okay, bring that bag over. So we have one of these bags, and Maria put in a teaspoon of flour. I think the best way is to kind of roll it down, or maybe put it in there and then slide that over close here. I've let this turkey drip out of the brine for a little bit. How are we going to get those in there? Let's put it in this way. Then the wings can go in first. Oh boy, I got this black sweater on. I wore this another year and my sleeves were falling down the whole time. Okay, here we go, Maria. You got it? I'm just going to drop it in there. Okay, now
half-inch slits on top of bag to let steam out. Cook according to the recipe.
Okay. I think we'll just go with some salt and pepper, Maria, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to get some of this butter. It's not overly soft. I'm just going to kind of rub this all around. And get kind of up underneath, if I can, up under the skin a little bit. Get some of that in there. Peter's my cameraman this morning. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Most people have probably already celebrated their Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. We are celebrating today, although we were supposed to get a snowstorm of 6 to 10 inches. Guess what? We got what?
4.
You think we got 4?
That's what Dad said.
Oh, okay. I guess there was some blowing, so it must have blown off. I was kind of looking at our at a patio table. There was about 1.5 inches on the patio table. All right, Maria, you salt and pepper it because your hands are clean. Just go for it. Lots of it. We're going to cut 6 slits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. there's two different directions. So the little thing that came with the butterball, the directions said 325. The directions that came with this bag say 350. So somewhere in there, I'm going to roast this, and it's going to have to go for about 4 hours. It's on the low poundage for its like the range of pounds. It's on the low end of that range. So it's probably going to have to go for about 4 hours. That takes us to 10:15, but I could not wait until we get back from church, because we won't be back from church until like 8:30 or something like that, and that wouldn't be enough time. So, all right, let's, we're gonna get this in the roaster, and we'll see you back here when we get everything else into the oven. If you're making the turkey the day of, and you're maybe a little concerned if you're gonna have enough drippings, if you're gonna have enough gravy, that kind of thing. So, I'm gonna make up this. I have 4 cups of water over here, and I'm gonna stir in this turkey gravy, and I'll have this in the crock pot, okay, on low. And then when the turkey is done, I'm also, after this is, once this is going, I'll get out a little bit of flour and some water, and I'll get that all shook up, and that'll just be kind of waiting over here. And then when the turkey is done, I can make up some quick gravy. That'll be from the fresh turkey juices, all delicious and yummy. And then I will just add that to this gravy, stir it all around. And it's kind of like homemade, but it's not totally homemade. Freshly cut butter, you know what I mean? One of the long ones, do you remember?
I think it was like,
That seats
yeah,
6.
a long one.
I think it seats 6, right?
yeah.
And then what did we
And
do?
then we had a table there, I think.
Did we just extend this table somehow? Like, did we bring some other tables?
Or maybe.
Or maybe we...
We put like 2.
You're right. We moved that sideways.
Moved this.
We moved that to be the long way, and then we put 2 tables over there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to bring up tables here as soon as we get the butter and the gravy done.
More butter.
And what? The whipped cream. So just take the, and turn it up, each time it will take longer. I just used my thermometer, checked the turkey, and it said everything should be either 170 or 180, both the breast and the leg, and everything was reading, whoa, lighting, everything was reading 190, 192, 205. That is completely done. So it's a little bit before we eat. I mean, we literally have 2 hours, but I was a little concerned. You know, I don't make a turkey that often, so you're like, is it actually going to get done in the amount of time that it says it's going to? Okay, you got some decorations for the table? Yeah. Okay, very good. So Peter's bringing up a few decorations. I'm just turning this to 200 degrees, I guess. I had it at 325. I'm just going to turn it to 200 and let it just sit there and be warm. When Warren comes in, I think we're going to... I think I'll have him kind of maybe help me. Well, maybe I can just take a kettle out there. Anyway, I want to get a bunch of that juice, right? And I want to make some gravy, which actually works out great. That now that is done, I can make the gravy before everybody gets here. I'll just add it to my pouch gravy over here, and that'll already be done, and I won't have to mess with it anymore. I do need to bring in the the stuffing, and I need to bring in the potato casserole. I need to bring in the sweet potato casserole and the stuffing, because I want to let that have about 20 minutes, kind of just come up to room temperature before I shove it in the oven. I'll put it in the oven at like 350, and I'll just kind of let it go, keep watching it, and then I can always just turn the oven off and let the stuff sit in there, because possibly, like, Emily is bringing green bean casserole. I don't know if she's bringing that cold, if she's bringing it warm, if it needs to go in the oven. Anyway, just kind of thinking out loud how that's all going to go, right? No, we're not taking the light down for Thanksgiving. We just have to deal with it. So then what we do, Peter...
another pumpkin like this.
What we do... Here, I know, you're going to have to duck. That's all we can do.
Just duck.
Is you just kind of put these things like this, and you make a little arrangement. See how pretty that looks now?
Camera.
Oh, I did it too!
Oh my!
I just did it too.
Yeah. Mom.
What?
Dad, you're not gonna like.
Yes. I'll take lemon. That sounds wonderful. Yes. Thank you. And Tony, tell me again what your salad.
Oh,
It's
hot bacon dressing. What about gravy? Joe, do you want gravy? Yeah. Okay. What about stuffing?
Yeah, start stuffing.
Stuffing? Do you want gravy on? What about cranberry sauce? Do you want some?
Here.
Oh, thumbs up.
No.
So everybody has gone home. It's 6 o'clock. We had a wonderful day celebrating with family, and then we had over a few friends as well that have come over for many years to Thanksgiving. And I did want to, yep, see, we're putting everything back in order right now. I did want to give you guys an update. Now, I think that I shared in a canning video from a number of months ago. I made some spicy dilly beans, and this is the first time that we opened up a jar, and I just ate the last couple of like little pieces that were floating at the, or that were in the bottom. Oh, I think there's one more. Yes, there's one more little piece. But otherwise, these went so fast. They do have a little kick to them. They're spicy dilly beans, but so good. I'm gonna have to look to see what recipe I followed. I'm hoping that I either shared the footage in a video or that I saved the footage, because I did film making them, but then we never ever tested them because, you know, you gotta wait a couple of weeks. Yes, Maria?
I want to move this.
You can move it anytime.
Had a very happy face on.
I just wanted to give you an update on that. And what else can I give you an update on? Oh, that is what is left. There is quite a bit of meat on the bones that I'm going to pick. I definitely am going to have to do a lot of picking there, and I'm going to sit down and do that in just a couple of minutes here. I would definitely brine a turkey again. It's a little bit of effort. You know, you got to like make the brine, but I do think that it really gave the turkey a good flavor. I thought. What did you guys think about the turkey?
I don't know.
You're not sure? You thought it was dry?
Yeah.
What did you think, Peter?
It was kind of dry, but it was pretty good.
Okay, well, I guess it was a little bit dry, but they say that Peter said it was good. I thought it was good. I had mostly dark meat, and I do think that a lot of what I could have done is a lot of those juices, I could have been like kind of basting it up over top of the meat as Warren was cutting the meat. I think that would have been better, but there's a lot of people. I asked him to carve the turkey. He was working on that. I was doing other things, and the last thing I thought of was to go and spoon meat juices over top of it. But anyway, there's really not much left, and I thought it was good. Oh, I see Emily left a little bit of her punch makings here. I'm gonna have to get that back to her. But that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us for just kind of prepping for Thanksgiving.
I have a piece of pie.
Yes, you can have a piece of pie. We only have the cranberry pear
I know.
left. 2 pumpkin pies that Brittany made went immediately, and then almost all of Amber's blueberry pie went, and we do have some cranberry pear pie.
I think everyone that didn't have this was missing out. More for me. And I think cranberry pear just sounds, pear pies I feel like aren't very common.
Mm-hmm.
Like pumpkin, gone. Blueberry, gone. But cranberry pear just sounds kind of uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
So not a lot of people would like it. Or think they wouldn't like it, but
Right.
it's amazing.
It is really, really good.
This whole huge piece now.
So a little after dinner, after pie, right?
Yeah.
Who else does that? Goes back for a second round of pie, or maybe even a second round of pickles, or whatever it might be. I saw people even after supper back around the snack table snacking. I guess that's what you do at Thanksgiving, right? Eat, eat, eat. I'm going to say goodbye to all of you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us in this video, and I hope that I enjoy filming. I hope that comes through in my videos. I enjoy filming, I enjoy sharing, I enjoy talking, and I hope it comes through in the videos. And I'm so very, very thankful that all of you spend your time with me and with our family. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.